Good morning, sir. Welcome to News Flow TV 247. Please, my people, like this video, comment and share, and please help me subscribe to this channel. I really need your subscription, and please don't forget to press the notification button so that you will be able to enjoy all our program. Remain blessed as you are doing so. Let's talk about Wike'S activities in Abuja. We see it in the news now that he just revoked the license of some property that belonged to former President Buhari, and another one that belonged to former CJ Onohen. And people were surprised that what is really going on in Abuja. What is your reaction towards this?
I think it's one of the things Wike'S set out to do, to be able to, according to him, sanitize Abuja and environment, possibly, carry out an instruction of the presidency. Wike'S is the FCT minister by virtue of his portfolio currently now, and he seems to be playing according to what he was instructed to do. He's currently unraveling so many nerves, but he tells anyone that cares to listen that he will continue to do what he wants to do, but not to achieve what he wants to achieve, no matter how highly placed the person is. If you are found wanting, then be sure your properties will be demolished. That is what Wike'S is set to do. But looking at it the other way around, it looks like Mr. President himself needs to be very careful at this point in time, because Wike'S might be damaging his administration by the way and manner he goes about bringing people's properties down without due, references as been expected. So he has already made it very clear that he's going to target anybody at the end of the day. Targeting anybody means that if your path happens to cross his own direction of movement or what you want to achieve, be sure of
your property being tampered with.
Of course. Then you look at those Buhari and all the people that we have mentioned, there's a little bit of crisis now over the manner which properties are being demolished by Wike'S, and the presidency silence on it means that they are really in support of
it. They're giving notes to it.
And some time ago, the Senate tried to call him to order, and it was like, nobody should question him, nobody should take him for granted, nobody should intervene in what he knows how best to do. Whatever comes out of it, people will be able to look at it and see actually what Wike'S tend to achieve with the manner of which he goes about, bringing people's properties down. If it is about sanitizing the Abuja environment, maybe that's exactly what they want to achieve. I think there are more better ways to go about it, because these are investments. People would have invested a lot on it. People would have invested so much on it, and we must understand that if care is not taken, it might have a devastating effect on Bola Ahmed Tinunbu's second term coming. There's a lot of reservations currently now about how what is going to become of Tinunbu 2027, considering so many reservations about his policies, and of course, most of the things that have mostly hit Northerners in that Abuja demolition that is ongoing, and they are not happy. Some time ago, it was reported that there was a clash between a general and his boys and Wike'S boys in Abuja, resulting to, you know, really serious power tussle. You know, and Nigerians are watching the development, and nobody is coming out within the presidency to come Wike'S to order or to make sure that, you know, it doesn't resort to victimization. You know, because looks like it is getting in that direction and making sure that, you know, everybody. Anyway, Abuja is still a factor when you come to election, you know, of the presidency. Abuja still remains a factor. So whatever happens, I think the president is in support of it, and Wike'S has damned every consequences, especially when the Senate tried to call him to caution. I think there was a level of resistance or a kind of, you know, verbal attack on the Senate, why they should, or that he even seemed to be above the law, enjoying the backing of the presidency. That's the way I see it.
Another thing that I want you to look at, you are collecting land from these people. Then you want to give to who? Because you have had the case of collecting land from maybe Julius Berger, giving it to judiciary. So another thing is, when you collect land from Mr. Hay, who are you going to give it to? Are you going to give it to your supporter and your crony? It's not like you are planting your own people in that place. Because that's another my area of concern. That you're taking that land. What do you want to use it for?
Taking the land, you know, is in two things. Where I don't know the certain plan, which I doubt they want to achieve with the developmental plan in Abuja. That is one. Two, if you look at some of the properties and the land he has been able to, you know, collect or squeeze out from the owners, most of those properties and lands are being given to certain loyalists, you know, within the rank. There's a lot of rich men here. There's a lot of politicians that are already bidding for properties in Abuja, you know, and it might be in that direction that kind of extreme recklessness is being carried out, you know, trying to make sure that most of their loyalists have access to properties in Abuja. But if it is about urbanization, I do not think that it should have gone towards that direction, because we know that most of those properties, before they were even erected or allocated or bought, it would have gotten some certain documents from the ministry in charge there in Abuja. So it's more of, you know, victimization. It's more of, you know, promise kept. It's more of, you know, loyalists. It's more of cronies, you know, having a bigger bite in the Abuja properties. That's the way I see it. And most of those things that are also being targeted to, you know, against the last administration, possibly those who are very loyal and who might likely pose a serious threat to Parliament Tinunbu in Aso Rock. So they're using such means to punish them and squeeze them to loyalty. That's the way I see it. If not, I think, you know, they have all the instrumentalities, yes, of power. They have the judiciary, they have the police, they have the army, you know. Unless they will begin to see massive resistance, massive protest, then I think that will be able to tame him down a little bit. Then maybe from there, I will begin to understand the real motive why this recklessness is unchecked.
My brother, even in that Abuja, I believe that some people even have houses in Abuja. Some of them are forgetting the address. Like when I hear that a house belongs to Buhari in Abuja, my man told me that this Baba, you can accuse him of anything, but he's not a materialistic person. He's not somebody that is interested in having like 30 houses scattered everywhere. Until we are told that that house does not even belong to Buhari directly, it belongs to Buhari organization, maybe all this charity organization or something of that stuff. Don't you think that sometimes some land are kept in that Abuja to the extent that the owner may not even aware that he's the owner of that place? Some property that are just scattered there, the owner is not even ready to take care of it. Like some people have bites more than what they can chew.
Okay, this is not a case of sanitization. There's no need for that. These are properties well documented. Some of them we see of O. I can't say that whether it belongs to NGO or linked to Buhari, it's still Abiola and Buhari's property. So don't say it's linked to one NGO. It's still Buhari. It's Buhari that owns that property. It's his organization that belongs to Buhari that owns that property. So it is everywhere. Most of them, have these properties in excess. There's no how you say there's nobody who owns that property. That's the way they buy it because they have so much money. They can really afford both the ones they want and the ones they don't want. And for you to get that kind of property in Abuja, it runs into billions and millions and several millions of naira. So you can see it's not for the downtrodden. It's not for the poor. It's not for the average. The super rich. So there's a struggle of identity, personality, and influence. That's the way I see it in what is going on in the current demolition of properties.
Thank you very much.